Hello and welcome to another Maintenance Right on Schedule tutorial. My name is David, and in this video, we'll be going over how to use our shopping list feature to help track parts you've ordered and add them to your inventory. Now, we've got lots of other tutorial videos available on our inventory feature, so be sure to check those out in our dedicated inventory playlist or at maintenanceros.com/tutorials. Let's jump in. We're going to start off once again here on our inventory page, and the shopping list is front and center. Now, I don't currently have any items in my shopping list, so we're going to go ahead and add one. We have a few different options for how you can add items, and the first way we'll cover is if you've already created this item in your inventory but need to buy some more. This search box should look a little familiar, and will let you either do a drop down for all your inventory items, or you can do the search. Now let's go ahead and say that we need to buy some more Volvo Penta oil filters. I'm going to click on the item name, and immediately it gets added to my shopping list with a to buy status. Now, if we've set up a vendor on the inventory part detail page, that will show up here, and we can also see how many we currently have in inventory. By default, the amount that the system is going to suggest you or enter in for you to purchase is just one. So if we need some more, I can change this amount. Let's say we're going to purchase 3 to add to the inventory. Now that is pretty simple. It is method 1 for how to add something to your shopping list. But what about if you want to buy something that's not already part of your inventory? We have a bit of a shortcut for you. I can come back up to the item name box, and this time, instead of searching for something we've already created, let's add something new. How about a Volvo fuel filter? There we go. So now we can click add, and it appears on our shopping list. Now it looks very similar to the oil filter, but there's a very important difference. Under this inventory column, the fuel filter is listed as not tracked. And if this isn't an item that you want to include as part of your MaintenanceROS inventory, that's fine. You can still use the shopping list to track the purchase process. But if you do want to include it in your MaintenanceROS inventory, click on this not tracked link, and we'll take you to the page where you can set up the trackable attributes. Hopefully this should look familiar, and if it doesn't, be sure to go back and check out our tutorial on adding items to your inventory. I'm going to go ahead and select that I'd like to track the manufacturer and model and the storage location, and we'll set a minimum quantity of 3. Sounds good. We're going to hit save, and we're back into our shopping list, and now we're tracking the fuel filter in our inventory, but we currently have none. Now at this point, the shopping list is set up. If I come back into my inventory page, we can see very quickly from the front how many we need to purchase. But that's not all the shopping list can do, so let's head back into manage the list, and I would like to draw your attention to this status column right now. Everything has a status of to buy, but if we click on it, we get a few more options. And if you ever want to minimize those options, very easy, just click on the status again. Now, based on my own experience, there's a few different stages of the shopping process. There's the I need to remember that I would like to purchase an item, hence the to buy status. But we've also included this ordered status. So if I can hopefully stop worrying about if I've purchased something yet or not. Now I can change it to ordered. I'm going to go ahead and add a note that says, oh, I've purchased from Alt Marine with ground shipping. Click update, and now the status has changed, and there's a new line in my status history with the note right down there. Now you can get as detailed with this as you want. So if a couple days down the line the item shipped, we can keep the status as ordered, but we can add a new note, which would add a new line to our status history. Now there's one more state of shopping that I always found happened for us, and that is the items have been delivered, but I'm not quite ready to go pick them up yet phase. So that's what happened if I always shipped items to like a marina where we had reservations, but weren't quite there yet, which is why we have this delivered status. Let's change that. We'll add one more note saying arrived at Marina. Now I no longer need to worry that they are being shipped. I don't have to track them, and I know the parts are just waiting for me to go pick them up. So update, new status history line, and we have now properly tracked the stages of a part being ordered, shipped, and delivered to us. Now what we need to do is actually add these parts into our maintenance ROS inventory. There's two different ways to do that. We've got the 3-dot drop-down menu over on the right-hand side. We can individually add items to our inventory. The other option is to use the checkboxes. We can add multiple items at once and then click Add to Inventory, which brings us back to the shopping purchase summary page. Not back to, we're seeing this for the first time. Now I want to give this a quick summary description. Let's call it Alton Marine Type Purchase. Now, we had previously created a group for our oil filters. Those groups consisted of where they're located and the specific part number. But if you, in a previous tutorial video, we have oil filters in 2 different locations. So we need to pick which area these are going to go into. I'm going to say we're adding these into our Volvo Penta bin. Now for the fuel filters, since this is a newly added part, we have to create a new group for it. Now that's all covered in much more detail in our full adding inventory items tutorial. So I'm just going to quickly go through this. I need to create a new group. I'm going to say we store these in the same Volvo Penta bin. This is a Volvo Penta manufacturer, and we're going to say the model number is a 98765. Create, and now I can confirm the quantities purchased. If I want to add any notes or files, say like a receipt, I can do that down here. And when I'm ready, we'll go ahead and hit save. Now that clears out our shopping list, but you'll notice something down here below. I'm going to come back to our inventory page to really highlight it. When we created our fuel filter inventory item, we said that we wanted to keep a minimum quantity 3 on the boat, but we only added 1 during that most recent shopping trip. Now our system is going to recognize that you're under your minimum quantity and suggest that you buy more. If I click on view, I can then hit the plus sign for this fuel filter and it's automatically added back to my shopping list. So no more worrying if you have enough parts left on the boat, and it's even suggesting how many to purchase to get back up to your minimum quantity. Once you've set everything up in your MaintenanceROS account, we will track it for you. That's going to wrap up this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at support@maintenanceros.com or leave a comment below. See you next time.